The glamorous Sharon Stone. In the 90s, she was Hollywood's it girl, the ultimate screen siren femme fatale.
You got the wrong girl.
Then she disappeared. For years, keeping secret the debilitating illness that derailed her career, tore her family apart, and nearly took her life. She writes about it all in The Beauty of Living Twice, a harrowing memoir on how she fought to come back. And return she has, not only winning all kinds of awards, but earning rave reviews in her first exhibition ever. Vibrant paintings that tell a comeback story like few others. Actress, activist, artist Sharon Stone. She is today's LA Story. Hello, everyone, and welcome to a very exciting edition of LA Stories. I'm Giselle Fernandez, and we are here in Gallery 33 in the Georgian Hotel in Santa Monica, surrounded by the very first exhibition of paintings by Sharon Stone. It is so great to see you in this new way.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be surrounded by your work?
It's a big thing. It's a big thing. When I started to really focus on painting during COVID, which was such a blessing, and I had this time to just go in my studio and paint, and I loved it.
It actually looks like something.
Did you know you were a painter?
Yeah.
You did?
Yeah, I painted when I was a kid, and I painted at university. But, you know, then this thing happened where I became a movie star, and there's really no time to do anything but make movies and sell movies. Then, you know, I had this massive stroke, and I had trouble keeping my arm on the page. So I never really thought I was going to be painting in my life.
Behind you, I love the titles. Roaring 20s.
The sky is dancing, the sky is melting, the sky is arguing, the sky is doing all these things.
It's alive.
It's alive.
Portrait of a diva.
I'm that diva.
How I love the winds. Where do you come up with your names?
Well, it just happens when I'm painting. How I Love the Wind is a haiku. I'm a Buddhist. Somehow there's this gigantic Japanese influence when I paint. I want to paint in a way that people can feel it.
The work is so colorful and positive and vibrant, but you've been through such a hard time. Just recently, you lost your younger brother, Patrick, and still opened your show. Is the painting healing for you?
If I didn't have painting, I don't know how I would stay standing.
In your memoir, The Beauty of Living Twice, you wrote about so much of your stroke, the brain bleed, the losses, professionally, personally. Why was it important for you to share it? I mean, the raw, the real, the good, bad, and ugly with the world.
When I suffered with my stroke, it wasn't good for me to tell people that because I could lose all my future. Because as a female and as an actress, you're not allowed to suffer. You're not allowed to be ugly. You're not allowed to be unattractive. And you're really not allowed to fall all the way down. And I fell all the way down. The side of my face fell all the way down. My leg was dragging. I couldn't write. I was the ugliest, the most broken, the most fallen. And I had to pretend that didn't happen for many years, just so I could scrape my way back to a job on TV, scrape my way back to little supporting roles. I still haven't been hired for a lead. I still have to prove that I can function, that I'm not a problem. Because in the olden days, a woman who was outspoken like me, the only thing they ever said about Sharon Stone was that she was difficult. Not that I was always on time, not that I always knew all my lines, hit my marks, did much more than I was expected to do. Because as the woman, you have to do way more than just be on time and do your job and be your best. You have to do 3 times more than your male counterparts.
Did you feel like you were being forced to dim your light to make other people feel comfortable around you?
Here's the phrase. Directors aren't interested in your opinions, Sharon. My acting teacher said, tell them your feelings. Don't tell them your thoughts. They can't handle your thoughts.
You've been through so much, and yet you continue to create, not just in painting, but in your activism. But I think it's important to take our viewers back to where it all began. You're a kid from a small town, Meadville, Pennsylvania. You are literally the American dream story.
It was by the Great Lakes. It was a big Amish community. Kids drove their tractors to school. They have a stoplight now, and it's a very celebrated stoplight.
Raised in that community.
In the community comprehension, right? So you would build the side of a building, everybody would raise it together, there'd be a picnic, it would be a whole thing.
Just like Hollywood. Your mom was an accountant, your dad a tool and die manufacturer.
Yes.
And you were a gifted kid from the beginning, what a surprise, high IQ. And you called yourself a peculiar kid.
You know, I started reading and writing when I was like 2. They didn't know what to do with me in a little country school.
Did you feel different?
Yes, very.
Yeah.
I went to a MENSA program in my school. Then I went to college when I was 15.
Not only went to college when you were 15 on a writing scholarship, you went to New York to model with the Ford agency. You did that big Charlie campaign.
Him to follow you wherever you go. You're so Charlie. You're a Charlie girl.
I modeled in Paris and Germany, and it was great. And then I eventually came back to New York and started acting.
Your big break was with Woody Allen in Stardust Memories, and then from there you got a bunch of roles, but it was Total Recall that Hollywood finally took notice of Sharon Stone.
You wouldn't hurt me. After all, we're married.
Then came your big breakout role, Basic Instinct, and that just catapulted you to superstardom. Did you feel your life had changed overnight?
Oh my God. On a Friday, people didn't know me from a box of rocks. And on Tuesday, I was driving down Sunset Boulevard and people climbed all over my car. And then it never went away.
You like playing games?
Games are fun.
That movie would make you a superstar. It also would cause you deep heartbreak.
Yes.
Have you reconciled all that? The uncrossing of the legs?
It ruined my life. Ruined my life. I mean, no man could have a regular relationship with me. I lost custody of my kid. Everything. It just ruined my life.
Thank you for watching our YouTube channel. For more stories in your communities, click the subscribe button right here. You can also download our app or watch us on TV for the latest information, balanced coverage, weather updates every 10 minutes, and more. We'll see you then.